Yo, Jam, everybody. Happy Saturday. Hope you had a great St. Patrick's Day. Got a little luck of the Irish, as we learned yesterday. If you didn't wear green and if you didn't show up to the morning show, odds are the leprechaun pinched your nipples. So if that happened, hopefully they're safe and you're feeling better today. GM. We got the crew showing up. It is Saturday. Hey, this is not Monday through Friday Web3 breakfast. This is a Saturday. And this is a Web3 weekend vibes. We're hanging out with the Japanese Born Ape Society, or the JBAS, as we like to call them. I recently picked mine up. I don't know if you guys saw that this week. Got that frosty blue hair. We'll get some cool stuff posted up in the nest in just a few minutes here. But I do want to welcome everybody. GM. This is a fun one. Definitely excited to learn more about the project, have a conversation with the community. You guys have been ride or die for a while now. So I had a good call with Cato earlier this week, and he caught me up on what's been going on, kind of what the future outlook is, and I'm pretty excited about this. And so I think we're gonna have a great conversation today, learning more about the project. B Skeet, he was in the session yesterday. I'm super excited that you showed up, man. And you know a lot about this industry and ecosystem, so that's cool. And so we'll have a fun time today. It is Saturday morning. I did say that I was gonna have waffles either before or after the show. Trying to do a garage sale this weekend, trying to do too much, so I didn't get waffles beforehand. So it's gonna be a post-show waffle day. Turbo,
what's your goal for the garage sale? Do you have like a specific NFT you want to purchase?
No, not really. So I'm still working out, in full transparency, still working out the details of if I'm actually going to be allowed, and I say allowed with air quotes, to buy NFTs, because I sold a motorcycle, sold a golf cart, sold a bunch of things. So we're sitting on some money, and my wife's going to be like, "Really? You're going to buy another picture? You could pay some bills. You could buy some diapers." I'm just like, yeah. So we'll probably do like a little split ski. So, I will probably be watching the markets to see what's happening. I mean, I tell you what, you're seeing a lot of crazy FUD going on all over the market. I mean, like project founders losing their minds, community members losing their minds. Like, it's just crazy what's happening right now. And, I was actually laying in bed thinking about this morning, and it was just like, what in the world is going on? It's like, wait a second. This is the NFTs ecosystem first bear market. This is the first one. I've been through a couple bear markets in the crypto world. This is the same thing. It's just when people get, their portfolios down, or they're seeing, the floor price start to go down a little bit, people start to get upset, and they get a little salty, and they get mad at each other, and patience is wearing thin, and tempers flare. But hey, we all got to remember one thing: markets are cyclical. What goes down goes back up. That's how the whole thing works. Now, there will be some casualties of war. But I think if you've got a strong community, and I think you've got strong leadership, that's what's going to win the day. We see a lot of capitulation, and so that's the only thing. As long as if you haven't capitulated now, I wouldn't suggest doing it. On any front, if you're a leader or a community member, if this is your project or this is just a passion, you know what I mean. Like why ever you're here, if you're here, this is not the time to go, because there's a lot of development and what you don't see, and this would be maybe a great part of the conversation, because I think it applies, not only to where we are with JBAS, but again, more across the whole ecosystem, is that there's a lot of development going on behind the scenes. And typically when there's a lot of attention going on, just the slightest little bit of, hey, this is what we're doing, sells big time. And that, like, it might move a market, it might get a lot of people excited, whether it's a coin, you're going to see, a price increase, whether it's an NFT, you're going to see the floor price go up. But when the market conditions aren't favorable, no matter what you say or do, sometimes it's not going to move the needle. And that's just because there's not enough attention, there's not enough excitement. And so quietly behind the scenes, if you're building, when the bulls come back, when everybody comes back to town, that's when you'll see all of the benefits of everything that has happened throughout this entire build market. And that's why we call them build markets. B Skeet, what's up?
It's just a shame that we do so much good onboarding when things are at the top, and then people buy in and then they get their bags crushed. But now is the time we should be onboarding people, because now is the time that success stories are built. Like, I almost promise you, if you get into like Doodles or Clone X right now, two of those communities that are feeling that FUD, you're going to eventually see some real gains on what you get. Whereas the people who got in were like, oh my God, the hype while it was pumping, and a Doodle was like 30 ETH. Mm-hmm. But now is the time to onboard people, because now is the time people will demonstrate true success.
100%.
That's the conundrum. J-Chains, good morning. Good morning, Turbo. Everybody, good morning.
GMGM.
Figured I'd drop in. But yeah, that's the conundrum with crypto and NFTs, right? It feels good to buy when everybody's hyped up and feeling it, right? But the problem is, you're literally buying into a pump. And if you've been in crypto or NFTs for any sort of time, that is not the time. The time is when things are building. That's the opportunity, but it's just a backwards kind of mindset. It doesn't feel good when everybody's down to buy something. So yeah, I totally agree with you guys on that.
Heck yeah, man. Well, I appreciate you popping in here. I appreciate everybody showing up. This is a Saturday morning show. We don't typically do this. We do Web3 breakfast Monday through Friday at 10 a.m. Eastern. But I do want to welcome everybody that is showing up for I'm even going to welcome myself. This is my first Saturday morning space. So welcome everybody. This is the weekend vibes. Now, if it is your first time with one of our shows, we'll just go over a little bit of house cleaning, just because it makes it easier. Everything that any show that I host, that Turbo is a part of, anything that we do is by the community for the community. So if there is anything that you want to say to be a part of the conversation, please feel free at any point to raise your hand, request to speak, and we'll bring you on up. This is what these sessions are for. This is not for us to preach to anybody and sit up on our podium. These are community engagement sessions, since we can all talk. And with that being said, we've only got one rule in anything we do, and it's don't be a douchebag, right? So that means don't be a racist, don't be a homophobe, don't be a sexist, don't be a douche. And that's it. That's the only rule we got. Yes, Turbo.
Oh, I was waiting until you were finished up with that, man. The rules, you know what I'm saying? It's extremely important. But I'm just so excited, Jay, man. I'm already over here looking. I got my boat out. I'm over here on the open sea. It's not my favorite place to shop, but it is the place to go right now. Bro, there's only 18 of these apes until we hit the floor price, bro.
That's it?
That's it, man. That's it. Look, if everybody reached in right now and picked one up, you know what I'm saying? We could go ahead and move this thing all the way back to the floor. That's a hell of a game.
I think we could definitely take a look at that. I'll open up the open sea. I picked. Oh, that's a cool one. The white one with the green eyes. The second one from the floor at 0.044. Yeah, I might have to throw a little ETH into the old machine here and see what happens. There's some really cool ones.
Man, I'm definitely in a conundrum though in this, Jay, because the spaceman, the pink one with the spacesuit, man, it's 0.069. It's only a little bit below, but you know what, man? I love that one. I might have to reach up and get it.
All right. Well, maybe maybe we're going to increase the community here, which this is the whole point, right? That's what we do, in these build markets. There are, we've gone over this. Oh, and by the way, I forgot to say this in the house cleaning. What we do is one of the things I love doing with the show, and it's a way for us to get more content out, is that not only are we doing the Twitter space, but you can catch us live, and we'll post a link up in the nest here in just a second. But we do live stream to Twitter, Twitch, and YouTube, so that we are multi-platform. So in case one goes down, the message can still get out. If Twitter wants to rug Twitter space, it doesn't matter. We're still live. And plus, with that, we can capture some video content and then from there chop that up and get that on the socials, because the more that we collaborate, and that's, I think, the whole message about all of this, is the more that we collaborate and we get, more people involved in this build market, that's how we see, our communities get bigger. That's how we see the message get stronger. We're very positive in the messaging that we want to push out. And I think that's what we need right now. What do you guys think about that?
No, most definitely, Jake. And you know what I think is, my bad, Cato, go ahead.
No, you're right. Good morning, Jay Chains and Turbo. Nice to finally meet you, and thanks for doing the show today.
Oh, absolutely, man. Glad we were able to make this work out. We do have a couple fun things for you guys throughout the show. Cato, I will take your direction on when we want to start doing that. The second one that that we were talking about this morning, I still don't know if I have it.
Okay. I was trying to resend it to you and got caught up, so I'll have another look to see if I can get that to you.
Okay. I put my Gmail email in the DM. If you put that in there, then Google will give me the access by just sending it there, so it'll make it a lot easier. So send it to that one, and then I'll get it loaded up. But you just let me know when you want to play the first one.
Okay. Well, I'll follow your lead, mate. We've got a couple of JBASs to give away today as well, so anyone who's in the space here has the opportunity to win it. So hopefully we'll find some lucky person who's followed the rules, followed Suka.
We'll be able to do that. What we'll do is we'll pull that. We'll make sure that post gets pinned up to the nest. And then from there, we can probably run a Twitter picker, and then we'll be able to give some things away throughout the day. We got a song. So I heard that there was a JBAS song, so I got that thing loaded up into the old soundboard. So we got that rolling, and then I think we got a couple fun. We got a video, at least one, maybe two, a little clip, little trailer, something cool. So if you are watching on the live stream, that'll be a little treat. So we will make sure to get the live stream links posted. The giveaway tweet posted, and then any other things that come up, we'll throw them on up into the nest for you.
And this is that sounds freaking awesome. I'm gonna tell you, this is be a great time, guys. Remember, nothing that we do here is financial advice. There's no promise of any kind of financial gains. We are community members ourselves, as well as community leaders that are out here wanting to make a difference with the projects that matter and make a difference. This is our opportunity to come together to make an impact for the JBAS, man. So definitely swing over, check out the JapaneseBornApeSociety.com, guys. Do your own research. If you have questions, this is your opportunity to come up, be a part of the conversation, so that you can make good informed decisions. But I'm excited, man. I'm ready to jump in this thing.
There we go. B-Ski, go ahead.
I do traditionally give at least one little piece of financial advice, and that's stay liquid, my friends.
This is a good time to be liquid for sure. But you never know when something's gonna hit the floor and your forever PFP pops up.
I'm having so much trouble deciding which one of these to keep as a PFP because I keep scrolling, cycling through them.
Yeah, there's so let me ask you guys a question. Now, as far as inside the community, we've seen some projects and communities develop, trait groups and all that stuff. Now, I do think like us blue hairs, and I don't mean that like elderly people, my man, the Nomad, we got that icy blue. We got that, that nice little fade haircut with the icy blue tips thrown up front. I think that's a pretty good group to be in. Now, are there other traits that people have, kind of formed together to link up?
It's for sure Koch with his purple apes, dude. The guy is like,
Definitely
Sweep
Conchas
them
are
up.
big on the purples. But the katanas have been pretty popular as far as, and also the fishing rods is sought after. Gold jackets, platinum teeth, gold teeth, sort of makes it pretty unique within the supply. I think there's 4,455 V-tapes. So something like the gold jackets, there would only be maximum about 60 of them. So it sort of gives you a bit of a rarity.
Nice. Well, that to me, like when I honestly, because you see a lot of collections with a lot of the same traits over and over and over. I do like there's a little variation here. I'm a fan of this. What is these teeth here? The platinum grin.
The
That's what
Japan teeth.
that's what you're talking
okay,
about.
The platinum.
The platinum grin, man. That's this one. Number 4918. That one is cool, man. It's got the green fur. It's got a what is that? Like a bee or a fish on the shirt. Anyway, he's got a black T-shirt with like a bee or a fish.
Skeleton.
The skeleton, yeah, dude. That was actually, that one's pretty cool looking.
Yeah, he's got the teeth. But sorry.
No, you're good.
JJ.
No, you're all good. All right, let's seeing as how I think we're all kind of, because we were, we sparked that thought. We're all kind of looking on OpenSea right now. I know I am. I know Turbo was. So let's do this. Let's take a second. Let's play our song that we got queued up, and then while we're doing that, we can look on OpenSea, and everybody can look and see if they find one they like, and just look at some of these traits and stuff. But while we do that, let's also
I bought
retweet the link.
mine. Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Did you get the astronaut turbo?
Yo, I had to get that look because I was looking through them. I'm like, oh shoot, man, y'all sleeping on this floor when the light yellow with the doggone with the cherry blossom top and the chocolate bar. Shoot.
Sorry, mate. You didn't get the astronaut. Which one did you get?
I got the yellow one with the chocolate bar and the dragon glasses because I still got to go back and I'm trying. I was thinking about the trait groups when Jay was talking about it. And I was like, man, I gotta use my head in this one as I pick through.
Okay.
Oh, those.
Well, I've missed that one. I can't see him.
Where's the astronaut? Oh, I see the astronaut. Oh, dang. All right, cool. All right, here we go. I'm gonna throw a song on. Let's all just let's take a moment. We can look on OpenSea. If you feel compelled, you find one that you like, go ahead and grab it, and then we'll talk about what we find as soon as we get back from listening to the song.
Not here to reinvent, but to make it better. Living on the Hanukkah mountain, ape strong together. Ape strong together. Ape strong together. Ape strong together. Together. Generated from 180 traits, built by the community, built for the community. Living on the Hanukkah mountain, ape strong together, ape strong together, ape strong together, ape strong together, together. Ape strong 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 together.
All right. Hell yeah. Dude, that was, if you guys watched the live stream, you saw me bopping my head that whole time. That was cool. All right, we got a couple posts up in the nest. First one is the link to the live stream. So if you do want to watch, and especially when we start playing some trailers, you're definitely going to want to hop over there. So we got the link right there for you. And then the second thing that's posted is the giveaway tweet. So make sure that you take advantage of that and check the rules, get involved there, and we'll get that thing picked later today. Go ahead, Biscuit.
You were talking about traits, and I just picked one up that I could not believe was on the floor, and it's the golden pipe. There's a pipe that is like a regular pipe, but then there's also one that's golden, and I just have a feeling down the road there's going to be like a specific utility to that. So keep an eye out for stuff that you just don't see for sale very often. And then I also wanted to mention, I don't know if you're even aware, but when we released this collection, we minted about half the collection, and then we minted the second half of the collection, and it was a free airdrop to or a free claim to holders, and it's on Solana. So there is a second collection of JBAS if you don't have the money to get in on the regular collection right now, that is on Sol, and the floor on that right now is like 0.4 Sol. So it's super affordable. The apes are just as beautiful, and they also do participate in the ecosystem. So keep an eye on that on Magic Eden.
I gotta say, like that, when Kato told me that, like, I think that is, whether that was done by design or how it just happened, I really, really think that's cool. I mean, that makes you multi-chain, right? That gives you the opportunity to, like you said, get people in at different price points, plus in different ecosystems, because you got people that, are strictly here in ETH, or would strictly be, say, in Solana or Cardano, or whatever they're in. And so being more like inclusive, like you can still be in the community even if you're friends of a different chain. Like, how dope is that? Like, that should be something that we see more projects do.
Absolutely. And we're also thinking about migrating those from Sol over to Polkadot, and I think Polygon. And Polygon, I think, is a chain that's going to have a lot of traction coming up, just because a lot of companies are going to start using Polygon because it's just cheaper gas and they can do things much cheaper and move more freely. But that collection, originally, you were going to get basically a mirror copy of your ape that you hold on ETH. You were going to be able to claim that on Solana just to be cross-chain. But then Magic Eden was like, we can't verify that collection because it is a copy of another collection. And the pivot there was almost instantaneous by Ed. He was like, well, then why don't we just take the apes we haven't released and make those the claim? And I actually thought it was a pivot, but it ended up being a better idea and worked out better for the holder.
You love when things, whether it was, like an accident or just how, that was supposed to work out that way. Literally, like, it makes your, like, the hamster in your head start to turn, be like, how can we start to get more projects that do this? And I don't mean like, listen, I think we've all seen what Frank did with the gods. I think that honestly, and I'm not trying to start FUD when I say this, but I think that's bullshit, right? Like, you don't burn, you don't say like, oh, we're burning part of our collection, and then all of a sudden they magically reappear, and now we're going to put them on Bitcoin. I don't like that. I think that was not done correctly. But what you did is completely different from that. And I think that we should get more projects to start pushing the needle like that, because now think about how we become chain agnostic. We become more interoperable. And I think, we have to go that way anyways when we start to go to the metaverse in a number of years.
Absolutely. I think interoperability is going to be the key. And all questions that come my way nowadays, I just answer with one phrase, and that's ordinals, bruh.
On top of, sorry.
No, you're good. Go ahead.
Yeah. On top of that, we also gave max minters a bonus, which was part of another collection called the Genesis, and we had 250 people who max minted, and they received a totally animated ape that is totally individual. And they've done extremely well as far as holding their value, and they're really unique and they're pretty special. I'm not sure if anyone's seen them yet, but yeah, they're really nice.
That's awesome.
Yo, Jay,
Yo.
I just posted up in the nest. You know my favorite thing, man? Anytime I want to be a part of a community, you know what I'm saying? And my dog Seven, who just is someone who just means the world to me, always helping me, making a difference in my life, So I pick me one up. I pick one up for my dog. We the Yellow Dandy Dragon Gangs. Yo, Seven, it's already in your wallet, man. Let's freaking grow.
Whoa, dude, that's dope. And I kind of feel bad that I'm not in the Dragon Gang now.
It's not too late, bro.
Man, see, you just left me out. It's cool, man. It's cool.
Now it ain't nothing personal. You know what I'm saying? It's just always, to always reach back. You know what I'm saying, and just really give thanks to those people that are special. No, I'm not saying not special to me, Jay. You know what I'm saying? It was just in this one right here. You know what I'm saying? I really had to reach out. Definitely tap it.
Dude, I like that. And you got a name for it. You got the infographic already. The Yellow Dandy Dragon Gang. Man, I tell you what.
We're quick with
that
it.
graphic
I'm gonna have to
quick,
get you
bro.
back with something else. I'm gonna have to next time we mint something, I'm totally buying you something. You can't do this to me all the time.
You just bought me a bully.
I
the other
know,
day.
but that a bully was something like that's whatever. That's something, it's just whatever. I don't like it when somebody buys me stuff.
That's cool though, right? Like how cool is though
appreciate you,
that to not only have a friend here in this space, but in real life. I know you guys, we talk every single day, so to be able to do that for a friend, and like I think we can do more of that. Like there are ways in which we can onboard people, and we say onboard. I don't really like onboarding. I think we like to more invite people into this ecosystem, and it's up to them to whether to accept that invitation or not, and then that becomes the onboarding process. But I've heard people say like, "What am I, training at McDonald's? Like, what am I being onboarded for?" So we got to just find some different ways to say it. But maybe that's the greatest way to get someone in. There's someone in your life that. What is a Web3? What is Web3? What is an NFT? All that stuff, and you could gift them their first NFT, and then talk to them about it, and then say, "Hey, yo, come, come hang out with the community. Come check out this Twitter space. We got these people that get together on a Saturday morning, and we vibe and talk about what's going on. I mean, it's a pretty cool country club to be in. That this NFT ecosystem is, and I think we just need to get more friends in.
Maybe a kiddie space, mate.
A what?
A kiddie space to introduce the children.
Yeah, dude, don't. Oh man, you're gonna get me started.
Yeah, I was hoping to met cat.
You're gonna get
I'm
me
actually in a project that's doing that, like a project called Snuggle Buddies. They're making children's stories, and each story and each plushie doll comes with a little thing you can scan that gets you set up with a MetaMask wallet and then airdrops you an NFT.
Can we do me a favor, please? If we have, or if we know of, if we are a part of, or even if you just feel like children belong here in the NFT ecosystem, will you just tag someone in the VV community for me, please? Because I apparently am an asshole for thinking that Cookie Monster NFTs should be targeted more towards a child demographic than what I was told, a 29-year-old male. So I'm an asshole for that, so my apologies. But if you do think that children belong in this ecosystem, just tag a VV person. And the company's great. It's just that community, they raked me through the coals for thinking that NFTs could be for kids.
And they belong. They're gonna be here, so we might as well bring them in the right way and onboard them in the right way.
Absolutely, because they're gonna want to. When I was a little guy, I had my baseball cards on the playground. We were showing things off like that. Kids have phones these days. They want to do the same thing.
Totally. My 15-year-old boy's right into them. But one thing that's pretty interesting with JBAS, our most popular age group is between the 25 and 35-year-olds. And the under 25-year-olds are our smallest group. Even the over 45s, almost 7% higher than the under 25s. And I really thought that the under 25 sort of age group would be the dominant sort of owners within this space, but it's not the place.
Well, I think with the development of a game, I think that would change. To be perfectly honest with you, Kato, like that, because that is the come up for where this industry is going to really see the biggest push of people and growth is from the gaming sector, and we know that the age demographic is going to be, it's going to be a mix, right? We're going to have, from young to, older gamers, depending on, where that fits in and those ratios. I'm not really sure at this particular moment, but I think unequivocally we can all agree that the younger age bracket is going to move this needle in such a way, because they're going to come in masses, and they have the time and they have the resources because they have their parents' money. And so that's where we're going to see this. So I bet, if you were to look at your, you look at your analytics, you look at your demo right now, and you say, that 20s to 30 demographic is where you're at right now. I bet after the release and the community kind of spreads the word of it, I guarantee you that age demographic is going to start to go lower and lower, because those are going to be the players. That's the generation coming in.
Well, we've actually got 2 games coming out, J Chains. The first one's the trailers that you've already seen, and then there was a second trailer that was released just yesterday, and that will be a lot simpler sort of game. More like maybe a Dookie Dash sort of game, quite a simple operation game just to have some fun on your phone. But the main game that's been created at this point in time is actually going to be where our temple is, and that will have games within the game as well. So it's something that we can build on as we progress in time.
I like it. All right. So let me ask you guys a question. So typically, excuse me, what we do about the halfway point throughout the show. So, that would be, coming up in the next little bit here. In our morning show, what we do is we play a song, and we all just kind of do a little bit of a workout. You can do push-ups, sit-ups. I got dumbbells. I got some 25s. I do some curls. Sometimes I start throwing them over my head, doing some shoulder presses, whatever. If you guys are interested, it is 10:30 here where I'm from. I know that people are all over the world, so it may be afternoon, it may be night. Maybe it's time to just stretch it out a little bit. Is that something you guys are interested in doing? Kind of shaking it up, getting the blood flowing?
I've got my ragdoll cat here in front of me, mate, on the table. I'm not sure if he's interested, but I'll give it a go.
All right, perfect.
Couple of pumps.
All right, let me cue up a song here. This is I want to say this is the Spaces song, so this has got a good vibe to it. So you good with that, Turbo?
Oh yeah, baby, let's do it. I'm ready, man. I got my dumbbells ready. I think I'm gonna do burpees today. I think I'm gonna do some burpees, man. That's a great full body exercise.
And why it's important, guys, because we gotta, and this is gonna be my new thing, and I gotta figure a way to incorporate this in. But we gotta have a healthy mind, we gotta have a healthy body, and then we gotta have a healthy portfolio. So let's take care of those bodies really quick. Just about 30 seconds to a minute. Just get some activity going, get that blood flowing, and then we'll be right back.
Blockchain tunes from the south of the border.
Well, that was the wrong song. This is the wrong song too, but we're going with it. All right, get that workout in. Let's get that blood flowing.
Believe in the crypto or the NFTs. Just got a whole lot of ADA for some ETH. I've been cross-chain with your girl on the beach. I've been cross-chain in the Twitter space, and they only talk about crypto and some NFTs. Just got a whole lot of ADA for some ETH. I've been cross-chain with your girl on the beach. I've been cross-chain in the Twitter space, and they only talk about.
Yeah, we want to talk about crypto. Yeah. I've been on the D5, focus on the grip. I hold too, but sometimes I flip though. We've been in the Twitter space, taking in the info. Bad Fox Friday, 1 p.m. East. Space Cadet Saturdays, morning out to eat. Dropping them gems, giving you a reason to tap in. We get it, they bluffing, don't need them. What's the alpha? Yeah, I need to know. I ain't bluffing on the play. If I got it, I'ma go. They sitting on the floor and they going for the low. I'ma sweep them up fast. Yeah, I'm picking up some more. But I only do that if I think it's gonna go. But it's up in the air. If you know, then you know. We just bam up building and rolling with the flow. But it's going up. I think it's about to flow.
They didn't believe in the crypto or the NFTs. Just got a whole lot of ADA for some ETH. I've been cross-chain with your girl on the beach. I've been cross-chain in the Twitter space, and they only talk about crypto and some NFTs. Just got a whole lot of ADA for some ETH. I've been cross-chain with your girl.
Woo. All right.
Yo, Jay, this is crazy. The Space Cadets are playing the exact same track right now.
Oh, that's funny. All right. Got that blood flowing. Hopefully everybody else did. All right, we're back. B-Skeet, what you got going on?
I was just going to say, I pinned a little thing to the top, just a little video from the latest video from the game developers. But it's not just a game, and I always struggle with calling it a game. And, you know, the term metaverse to me just has so much piled onto it and so much baggage. I don't like to use that either right now. But it's really also going to be a gathering place. There's not just going to be JBAS in it. I don't know if you know much about what they're developing, but they've 3D animated each JBAS. So your JBAS and all its traits are going to be 3D animated in the system, in the temple. But they're also going to be onboarding other projects and 3Ding their NFTs and bringing them into the system. And we're developing an ecosystem so that all of them can participate once they're brought in. So it's not just going to be a game. There's going to be other features. One of the ones they're working on right now, because there is going to be proximity chat. So you'll be able to hear the apes that are around you. But there's also developing right now Japanese style karaoke rooms where you'll be able to go in and, right, exactly, dude. You'll be able to go in with your friends, have a small room. So it's not like a karaoke bar, but you'll have a small room where you'll be able to do private little karaoke sessions. They're working on steam baths as an environment for, like, you know, where have you ever seen the Japanese Macau monkeys like bathing in the steam baths? Mm-hmm. There'll be like an environment for that. So it's not just going to be a game. It's also going to be like a gathering place.
So I love, honestly, Biscuit, I love that you said that, because to me, that is the future of social media. Social media is not going to be what we know it to be today in the future. I think it is going to be more of that social gathering, those social, you know, gathering hubs, places where, you know, people can get together, and there's video chat, there's community, there's all sorts of and that's the metaverse. That is literally it. And then finding a way to make that interoperable, or if it's all just token gated, right? So, you know, if you've got, you know, the JBAS or any of the affiliated tokens, that gets you into the temple, you know, and that's vice versa all over. I think that's how we make this happen. I think that's where we're going to be in a couple of years.
And in a grand scheme of things, I think there's a word you keep hitting that is going to be the sort of dedicated factor. That's interoperability, because there's not going to be a metaverse. There's going to be 10,000 of them. And the people who are going to really make it work are there people who are going to build portals so that you can go between them and operate in and out of them. And that interoperability, I think, is the essential key. We need that almost more than we need each of the metaverses.
No, absolutely. And so, you know, when you first at surface level, when you think about like, oh, there could be 10,000 metaverses, you're like, oh, no, we don't need that. We only need one. Well, no, so I kind of get it now, because I originally thought the same thing about, you know, crypto coins. Like there's 22,000 coins. Do we need all of those? No. But what we don't realize is that some of them function very specifically for ecosystems, right? It's the native currency for an ecosystem. So while, you know, it's not readily available on Binance or whatever, but it does fuel this economy that then, you know, you can pull out and do what you need to do elsewhere. But like, it's just fantastic. Like if we start to think of it in that mindset, because then it opens our minds to a lot more. We can be more creative within our own, you know, communities.
Absolutely. I find that
for sure.
I was going to put up a little thing out there. I know Macy's going to hate this, but I wonder if one of the terms we can use to refer to some of the people in the JBAS community is JBAStards.
J what?
JBASs. I don't know what that means. What does that mean?
Instead of JBASs, JBAStards.
Oh, the JBAS.
Oh,
okay.
Some of us are a little bit rogue up here. I just want people to know.
Macy will be on to you for sure.
That's funny. Calling all JBAStards. Some people may take offense to it, but I don't know.
Then don't be a bastard. You know what I mean? If you get offended by it, don't join that group. You know what I'm saying? Because the yellow dandy's already got a floor of 0.085, so somebody swing through, grab that one. We had a 0.16. What up?
What?
Hey, Jay Chain, something else that hasn't been mentioned yet is that we're building utility also for JBAS in the form of our DAO, which has 7 different categories. And it has been launched, but we're just finalizing a new manager for it because it's quite complex. But within the 7 different categories, we've got things like crypto investment, education, entrepreneurship, other investment. So basically, within the 7 groups, there's something in there for everybody, and good opportunity to participate with the team, and also with fellow members to control the direction of each DAO. Something that is going to be quite exciting for JBAS once it gets happening.
Oh, that'll be cool. So what is the timeline for the DAO setup this year?
Well, it's already been dropped as far as the flowers have been sent out, and each category is in the form of a flower. So we've got the investment flower and the education flower and so forth. But within that, because of the complexity of running 7 DAOs or 7 categories within the DAO, we've decided, or the team's decided, to bring in a manager to be able to control it all, because it is kind of complex.
Cool. Well, I assume so. I think if you're watching on the stream, well, I think I had the wrong tab up, but I just joined the Discord, and I assume that's probably one of the most important things people should do if they're looking to get in the community, because I'm sure that's where a lot of activity is, a lot of information, and you can learn more about all of those 7 different areas. Correct?
Yeah, for sure. It's not an easy one, but once you get your head around it, Biscuit might be able to explain it a bit better than me. But once you get your head around it, it's something that will give you the opportunity to maybe make a little bit of money out of it, especially like not so much merch and so forth, but the crypto investment and other investments, you might find yourself getting a return.
So, okay.
Actually, the merch is like one of the biggest DAOs. Sorry, J Change. You mind if I jump in?
Yeah, no, please go for it.
So the merch is actually one of the better selling of the DAO flowers. And that's because the way they have it designed right now, at least theoretically, is they will design the merch that gets sold to the rest of the community, but they will also get free merch when they design it. And that's really appealing to people. As Kato was saying earlier, the DAOs are designed for you to have like a special interest that gets you more involved in that focus of the community. So, some people are going to be into crypto investing. Some people are going to be into other kinds of investments. The education DAO is really slept on, because we're going to be putting out like sort of educational platforms. I definitely have some suggestions in that, one of which is I'd like to see the community starting to learn Japanese, and really diving into the Japanese culture aspect of what the project can put forward. But I also, now's the time to get in, because we're shaping those DAOs. And the DAOs, the way they're developed right now, are set up to sort of individually benefit the holders of that DAO. And I'm kind of pushing behind the scenes. I'd like to see them really more, each DAO should benefit their holders, but also should benefit the greater JBAS community. And I just want to make sure that like each DAO's focus is on supporting the whole community.
Okay, so that's cool. So I think when you start to think about how each one is set up, and I probably just missed the mark when I first started to get clued into how this was all happening, but that is each one to itself, like it's like its own company, sort of, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah,
100%. Sorry, go ahead, Kato.
I was going to say that every ape that you buy gets a flower. Now, once the flower is claimed, you don't get another one, but there's a possibility that the apes that you and Turbo have brought today and yesterday and so forth comes with an unclaimed flower. So if you went to the minting page, you can check that, and you might end up scoring a free flower within one of the DAOs anyway, without actually having to buy in to get into one of them.
So the flower mint hasn't been necessarily closed, because not all of them have been claimed. So any ape that hasn't claimed its flowers yet, you can go in and see if you have a flower to claim on it. Go into
Where do we go?
in the Discord.
So where do you go do that at?
Go to official links in the Discord. Go ahead, Kato.
Yeah, that's correct. Official links, down to the mint site for flowers that will say within the official links.
And at that point, you'll need to connect the wallet you're holding the ape in and then see if there's a flower to claim. Now, each ape can hold up to 2 flowers. So one ape can hold a flower in 2 different communities, or it can hold 2 flowers in the same DAO. And your distributions are based on that. Also, if you do have a Genesis NFT, the one that Kato was talking about earlier that Mint Maxers got, or Max Minters got, that will, if you have one of those and 7 apes, then that will add a bonus to your flower rewards.
On the other side of it, fellas, if you check your apes and your flower has been claimed, if you want to send me your address, I'll send you a flower each anyway.
Well, I appreciate that, Kato. I like the.
I did not get a flower. I didn't get one, but now I got one. Thanks, Kato.
You know, the whole educational thing, and you know, I like how you said, Biscuit, that the educational side is kind of being slept on. That to me, I love. Not that I love that it's being slept on, but that I think you've got the most kind of opportunity there, and that I think it can be more encompassing, in my opinion, right, of how we can, you know, educate people on the technology. Also, you know, you educate, you learn how to speak Japanese. I think that that's a prime opportunity, and if it's something that is kind of been slept on.
Another one's the entrepreneur flower, J-Chains. With the entrepreneur flower, ultimately it'll give you a ticket or a pass into having an actual real life entrepreneur holding a class where you get to sit there and listen to him or work one-on-one to help you with your own business and what you aspire to.
See, it's so cool. Like when you get into kind of the finer workings of a community and a project and see everything that's going, because like, you know, if you look at like the surface, it's like, okay, cool. It's a you know, it's an ape project. Wonderful. But now if you you know, you get involved, you get into the Discord, you get into a community session like this where you start to learn more. Now you start to think like, wow, there's opportunities to, you know, have access. And I will forever talk about this. Like Web3 offers us some things that other, you know, industries don't. I think the 2 biggest pillars that we have are access and community, right? And there's that overlap and kind of they all intersect. And I think that's what makes this kind of a really attractive opportunity for a lot of people. But with that being said, you know, the access that you build within this ecosystem, you know, you gamify it to some extent. But now you've got the access to learn, you've got the access to educate others, you know, if that's, you know, your role. You've got the ability now to, you know, maybe have an income stream or, you know, get some free merch. Like there's so many opportunities when you actually dig into some of these projects. It's not just, you know, we're not just flipping PFPs anymore. I think we're coming to find out that there has to be more. People are craving more throughout everything that we're doing. Because we're not just gonna, it's just too boring, in my opinion, to just sit here and flip NFTs. You know, we've got to have something that is more rewarding.
J-Chains with the founder ZenCon, he is a lover of NFTs, and he strives to be building one of the best sort of NF projects that can be about for the future. So it's you know, JBAS is not sort of a quick throw and together sort of project. It's been in the workings for over 12 months, and everything they do, they try to do it like a perfectionist, mate. They're you know, they really try hard to do it right and to bring what's going to be best for the community. So you know, kudos to ZenCon.
Yeah, absolutely. Beasky, go ahead.
Yeah, shout out to ZenCon because you know, another thing that goes on, like you do sort of compare communities. There's no way to really get around that. And a lot of communities, they do their mint and then they're like, you know what? I've already made my money. The founders I'm talking about. Let's do another mint so we can make more money. Let's do another mint so we can make more money. Let's redirect that money necessarily in the community, maybe cut the community off a slice. And then at JBAS, you kind of have the opposite. ZenCon's like, let's build a game. I'm going to build it. You guys can just come along for the ride. And he's fully funding that project. We had a Spaces a couple weekends ago with one of the game developers, And it's just so fun to watch this being built and to see that he's not like sitting back going, I got to count these pennies because we got to make this last somehow. He's out there going, let's pour cash into it so we can make it awesome.
That's that is one of those telltale signs that that you're in the right place. If someone is putting money into something and a considerable amount of it, you're not putting money in to run away. That doesn't even start to make sense. So as we go ahead, Kato.
I was going to say, on top of that, during this last 12 months, they've given away about 25,000 worth of NFTs to 3 lucky community members. And we've also got a competition coming up for a trip to the value of about 7,000 US to anywhere in the world for the lucky winner. So, they certainly have put plenty of money into the project.
Mm-hmm. So how do you what has the that contest or that giveaway been announced yet, or is that upcoming? Because I want to enter a trip anywhere in the world. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, definitely. It has been announced, and it's we've just been finalising the rules on how it's going to be based, and that'll be put out there for everybody to get their tickets in and hopefully have the opportunity to win the prize.
Well, there you go. Well, I assume, man, I got to do this before somebody else. Turbo, I need you to take over for a second because the one that I've been looking at is now sitting on the floor, and I'm not going to let someone else get it. So,
yo, most definitely, man. Hey guys, listen. Hey, if you're listening in right now and you're not a part of this community, definitely swing over to the website. Definitely just drop into the Discord, man. I just dropped into the Discord, absolutely blown away by just the support, the people that are coming through chatting, you know what I'm saying? That's really beautiful. I know that's one thing that my guy Seven is constantly looking for. We work with a lot of projects, helping to build out, some of their social media architecture, just getting an understanding of the brand. And I know that's one thing that he always, first thing out the gate, goes in and engage with the Discord. Let me throw him the mic. What's up, Seven, my brother? What up, Yellow Candy Dragon Gang?
Guess what, dude? My ape totally had a flower still on it.
Let's go! I fucking knew it, bro. I felt it in my soul.
That's awesome. I appreciate you, man. I really do. It's awesome.
Nah, man, I appreciate you, man. Hey, Seven, can you talk a little bit about the Discord? You know what I'm saying? Like what you look for in the Discord, you know what I mean? Like, because I know there's some incredible community members here that are, trying to make a
Discord
impact.
The way it's set up is really awesome. It's definitely you can definitely tell that they gave a shit about organization. That is like my pet peeve when people build Discords. And it's really I like how the engagement's really good too. Everything's really, really clean.
Yeah, man, I love that, man. I was just in here. That's one thing, I think is important, especially for I know in the morning show, the breakfast, we talk about, the community. We had a conversation this week, like what can the community do? Because the community, look, we all play a part in this, you know what I'm saying? And we were talking about it and somebody came in and they were like, well, if I met one, I shouldn't have to be involved with the community. I'm not going to do anything. Well, that's fine. You're not a community member. You literally are just an investor. You know what I'm saying? There's a huge difference in your role. But for the people who do enjoy being a part of the community and want to have an impact, man, that's important, and I think that we don't spend enough time saying thank you to our community members, some of the projects I've been in. And it's not from a place of just like that we don't care or, we don't want to tell them. It's just that there's so much going on. So I think this is a great opportunity, one, to say, man, shouts out to the babes, you know what I'm saying, that are, just absolutely freaking, like, you guys are doing a great job in the Discord. I'm excited to be a part of this. B Skeet has his hand up like a doggone gentleman, so I'm gonna throw the mic. Go ahead, family.
Oh, what's up, dude? I just want to give a shout out to Dim the Turd, who's down in the audience. I am certain he created what we call the Bushi Raid Clan, which is basically our sort of raiding group, and it is a system that doesn't just help us raid, but like brings us together and rewards you for raiding with different points that get you into raffles for apes every month. So it's just a shout out to him because he's like providing a way for the community to come together and providing a way to like promote JBAS. So that part of the community development I think is really special and something that needs to be supported. I also want to say you're going to find some things in that Discord you may find a little frustrating from your other Discords because they really do limit the posting of links in a lot of ways. for safety reasons. So they are also not just organized, but very, very on board and promoting safety within the Discord. So I respect that.
All right, here we go. I can announce it.
We got it.
I just saw you, Jay, with your little naked ass.
Oh,
I
you
see
know,
you.
hey, you know I'm gonna pick up a naked. If there's a naked on the floor, that's mine. Naked squad, baby. Sometimes you gotta take your shirt off, and it's cool. It's cool, especially I'm moving to Texas, Austin, Texas. It gets pretty hot there. So my two JBAS, I got a tank top, so I got a sleeveless with the skull and crossbones and the blue hair smoking my. That is a vape, a cannabis vape, and then my new one, white, naked, ponytail, and those green eyes are. I'll tell you what, got him. I saw that the other day, and I actually put both of those in my cart the first day. The blue hair and the white one. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna get one right now, and so I got my blue hair because I had to do that. And then I went back to OpenSea just a second ago, and I saw that thing. That was the first one on the floor. I said, no one is getting that but me. Let's go,
Bro, you know, and look, man, Jay, I'm gonna put a little alpha out there, like only because we have so much stuff going on right now. You know what I mean? We're heading to LA. We're going to Atlanta. We're going back to Austin. We're going to New York. We're going back to LA, man. I'm looking at this one right now, number 7660. The floor is 0.0, or the price on that's 0.0645. That is a rarity rank of 637.
Ooh, sub 1,000, huh?
He's a nice one.
Yeah, I've been
With the
looking at
pipe?
that one. He's clean.
Oh man,
It's that jacket for me, and I'm betting that jacket is going to look sick 3D.
Oh,
There's another further down, a pink that ranks down in the 300 odd, which is pretty much the same price as well.
oh, with the fishing hat and the hat or the fishing whatever that.
Poking his tongue, I think he is.
We've been told there is going to be a fishing aspect in the game, so your fishing pole may have a gated utility.
Could come in handy. Jay Chains and Turbo seems to be buying a.
You're talking about 8957? Because 8957 is at 0.07 right now, and that's a rarity rank of 344 and a fishing pole. And
Yes.
it looks like that's going to be the last fishing pole until about 0.09.
Correct. Have you guys entered the competition, by the way, since you've been buying apes this morning?
With
a Twitter.
Oh, is this on that post from for the giveaway?
Yeah, from Suka.
I did not. No, I feel like I don't want to win the competition only because I would like someone in the community to win. Even though I, first and foremost, am a community member, I feel like it's like one of those things like, remember when they would have like the contest on the TV and there was like that, and it would like, they'd be like families and affiliates and I can no longer. Yeah, I feel like that. Like I shouldn't win it. And neither should Turbo. Sorry, man.
Like that. No, that's exactly how I feel, bro. I'm the same way, man. It goes back to leaders eat last.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay, well,
army thing, man.
Jay Chains, do you want to run it or do you want me to?
If you've got the capacity to do it, that would be absolutely great. I can let you do it. Are you just going to use Twitter Picker, or you want me to do it? Actually, you want me to do it so it's on the video? I'll do this so it's on the video, actually. Give me 1 second to get this thing loaded up, Turbo.
Yo, you know what? Yeah, man, most definitely, because I love to start my day with my Guy Sevens track, and as many times as I can play it and just put this.
Dear God, no!
I don't care, bro. I don't care.
This is not the place for this.
Feel really good, dude. No,
Holy crap!
This is such the place, man, because this is such a great vibe, and
This is
everybody
sounding like the perfect spot
to experience this. Yo, take this time, guys. Be thankful for your family. You know what I'm saying? Think about the people in your lives. Yes, it's beautiful, but there's a whole world out there in the real world. And don't forget the loved ones that got us here.
So how much do you want to grow? I wanna see you shine, shine. I've been waiting for you all my life, waiting for you all my life. I wanna see you shine, shine. I've been waiting for you all my life, waiting for you Oh, I wanna see you shine. I've been waiting for you my whole life, and now that you are finally mine, I'll love you till the end of time. Oh, you are mine forever. I want from road to your shows, I can't stop. Just want to be close to your heart. Where you go, I will go, never part. Oh, I wanna see you shine, shine. When we are together, I feel so alive. Oh, I wanna see us shine, shine. We are like a star shining so bright. I see you every time I close my eyes. See you shining bright. See you shining bright. See you shining. Stay, hey, it's 10 a.m. Whoa, hey, I wanna dive in, come climbing. It's emotion that I vibe with. Hotter than the tea you put me. We get touchy, you like details. This love is so right. I've never been this open. Drowning in the ocean, my God, I see this too. My love is for you. I never thought I'd open. We ran off to the ocean, my God, you're shining true. Baby, hold tight. I've been popping Advil for 3 days. Ride the wave and see domain has been saved. Watch calamity be swayed by the link between the thought of how you wanna be and who the mirror sees. This is all about to breathe. A breath for all my fellow lovers. Hearts of gold, feeling tethered to some other memory that can't be bought or resold. To the highest bidder goes my time, so be kind and rewind. If it's half, that's fine. I wanna watch the rest. Feel the beat upon my chest, but I digress. I feel like I'm the only one that's a mess. But it's up to you if you want to stay. It's up to you if you want to play. Game of Thrones is on display. I'm winning or losing in the eyes of the beholder. I'm the shoulder to cry on, or sit to ask where the time's gone. I see the end is near, but to be clear, I mean the hallways are infinite. Doors are open. If you aren't ignoring where the hinges fit, I implore you, be the light in the pit. As soon as you can get that, I believe we are all gonna make it.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, that's chill. I like that.
Dude, that was fire.
You know what I mean, bro? It's just a good reminder, man. You know what I'm saying? Because look, we can get lost in this place, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're here for our loved ones. You know, Jay, you got that beautiful little daughter, an incredible wife. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, we as much as we take time for fitness, you know what I'm saying? We have fitness breaks. We should have time where we, you know, grab up our loved ones and dance them around. And if you ain't got a loved one, yo, wrap your arms around your damn self and love on yourself for 2 minutes. You know what I'm saying? Because that's important.
There you go, man. That's some great great advice there. All right, let's I'm gonna pick this draw. If you want to watch it happen live, you can switch over to the live stream. You can stay in the Twitter space. You can do whatever you want. But we got 47 qualifying entries. And to qualify, you had to make sure that you were not only following JBAS, but you had to be following. Is it, how do I pronounce that? Suka?
Yes, Suka.
Suka. So those are the two accounts you had to be following to win. And we are going to hit this draw now. And the winner is Brad. Brad coming in from the Golden Baboons. Brad 121222. We'll shoot you a DM, get your address, and then we'll get that sent on over to you. So congratulations, Brad, and everybody else who entered to win. But there can only be one winner, and Brad, you took it home today. Is Brad in the crowd by chance? Let's see. But yes,
we were hoping he was. Jay Chains. Jay Chains.
Yes, sir.
Would you like to draw another one as well? We can give away another.
Yeah, we can.
Twofer, baby.
Let's go.
Yo, I'm so happy at Golden Baboon won, man. You know, I love that, man. I love when we see another, you know, one of the homie communities, you know, pull up and win. You know what I'm saying? Like, I love that, bro. Let's go.
And the other thing I was going to say, Jay Chains, maybe someone in the community might have a question to ask while we're on.
Oh, yeah.
I know we're running out of time.
Absolutely.
But
Absolutely.
maybe Macy or someone in here, Macy often has some great input.
Yeah, guys, remember this is for the community, by the community. So if you got a question, comment, anything, raise your hand, come on up to speak. You are more than welcome to. And Brad, if you are able to, if you want to, come on, pop up so we can chit chat with you, because you are in the crowd. Congratulations. All right, let's get another one going.
Hey, and real quick, 7, that PFP looks fire, dude. I'm just saying it looks good as a PFP.
It really does. I like he's like, you know what that reminds me of, honestly? That is Steven Seagal, for sure.
With the turtleneck,
Yeah.
right?
Exactly. The Emperor's robe looks dope like that.
Yeah, you know, man, like that's, you know, when I like to look through, you know, for me, it's like I want to do this with the people. I want to be involved with the people that matter. You know what I'm saying, man? And I just hope that other people start doing that. You know what I'm saying? Like, just give your homies NFTs, even if they collect NFTs. You know what I'm saying? If they're supporting you, if they're out there putting that work in, you know what I'm saying? Like, man, it's like sending flowers. You know what I'm saying? Like, so 7, you know what I mean? Looking good down there.
Jay Chains, something else you mentioned to me the other night when we were having a chat was that you were talking about maybe doing some mega spaces.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Do you know how far away that might be?
Turbo, what do you think? So I'm moving, actually.
Well, yeah.
So I got to move to Austin, probably towards probably around the tail end of April.
The road on the road.
Oh shit, that's right. Oh yeah. So Monday. So we get back from NFTLA next, like, Thursday or Friday, whatever it is, and then that following Monday, which I think is the 27th. So we got to get this thing set up. But the 27th, Turbo and I are leaving my house here in Atlanta. Got we're gonna get the truck all fitted up with cameras and recording gear, and we are gonna be doing like a 12-hour mega space on our journey to Austin, Texas. So let's definitely get you guys queued up on that, because that is gonna be wild. We're gonna promote the shit out of that thing. That's gonna be fun.
And you know, checking on that.
Awesome.
You know, Jay, too, we definitely want to find out, because you know, we're gonna have that new website, you know, and stuff. So
Yep.
Be a great place too. You know, for this first group, maybe something to think about.
I like that. Kato, you had said something, and then Beaskeet, you too. So let's go Kato and then Beaskeet. I just want to hear what you guys have said.
No, I was just saying it sounds awesome. So Beaskeet, what do you got?
No, I was just saying that sounds killer. Keep us posted, because I'd like to tap in on that and join you on that road trip. That sounds like fun. Also, I've been tapping in on your space in the mornings. I came up and spoke yesterday, but I've actually been listening a couple days, and I really like it. So I hope you don't mind, but I'm going to be seeing you there on a fairly regular basis.
Oh, come on, man. I do not mind at all. That's what it's for. It's for the community. And, you know, we're seeing some really massive growth in our community, you know, day after day, which is so cool to see. You know, it's new people, and we're having, you know, people that community members, I shouldn't just say people, community members, the Web3 Breakfast Club, you know, coming up, and, you know, like Carrie. Carrie's one of the homies now. Carrie doesn't speak in many spaces, but, you know, he'll come up and chit chat with us. And there are other people that are starting to do that, because we're starting to build this community where people feel more comfortable to share their thoughts, to share their opinions. And, you know, it's not a safe space, but it's a safe space. You know, remember, we don't allow douchebags. And so, you know, people can express their opinions and be vulnerable. I get vulnerable too. You know, it's a place for us to do that. So, man, the more the merrier. Please come, everybody. You are all welcome. 10 a.m. Eastern, Monday through Friday, for Web3 Breakfast, man. Absolutely.
Yeah, you know.
Sorry. I was just wondering if you had your shirt on, mate, because I heard earlier on a previous space that you're looking to get something tweaked.
Oh, I was the one trying to get my nipples twisted. Yeah.
Yeah, that was Turbo. So yesterday for St.
Oh,
Patrick's Day.
sorry.
Yeah, that was yesterday for St. Patrick's Day. We said there was two things. One, you either had to make the morning show that would cover everything, or you had to be wearing green. So if you missed the morning show but you were wearing green, you were fine. But if you didn't do either of those, then the leprechaun was going to come and pinch your nipples. I wore green and I made the show, so I didn't get my nipples pinched. But Turbo was looking for it to happen.
When did it become nipples? That's what I'm wondering.
I don't even know either.
Yeah, I think we just took because that's kind of the thing about information, right? Like it probably wasn't nipples; it was probably just you just get pinched. See, like I was like, I like nipples pinching, you know what I mean? Maybe we'll, throw that in there, you know what I'm saying? And then it just kind of took fire. Jay put it up in a tweet. Now it's a thing. And that's one thing we definitely take serious in the breakfast show is, just making sure that the people that are, engaged in the conversation, are bringing value in that, it's just not, shilling and trying to like sell something. Like we're just a group of foodies. We love NFTs. We want to change the world. And, the dream that Jay and I have had is to be radio show hosts. And so, we're going to make these dreams come reality. And when we make our dreams a reality, it helps the whole community. That's why Turbo made it. Because if Turbo made it, you done did. And so we definitely join us.
But you're pushing that no douchebag envelope with the nipple twisting.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn. Okay. All right, fine. We'll drop the nipples. All right. Thank you for being an active member in our community and stepping up, because we encourage that. We encourage people to step up and say how they feel, and if the nipples are on the line, then I'm gonna back it up.
Don't drop it on my account. I'm totally down.
Biscuit the sheriff.
But again, I'm a JBAS dude, so.
Hey, well, I love it. All right, I'm gonna hit draw on the second one here, and the winner for this one is
Good luck, everyone.
Anukas. Anukas.
Yes.
Let's go.
Young lady from Miami.
Oh, awesome. Is that a JBAS community member then?
Yes, she is.
Oh, congratulations. I love the excitement in that. Turbo, I did see somehow your name got entered into that list, but there was no way for me to remove you. So I was hoping that it wasn't you. So I'm glad that it was a community member that won.
Bro, that would have been, I don't know how my name got in there. I thought I had to comment too. So I just retweeted.
Oh man, well, that's there we go. So we'll get that all stuff squared away. All right, I want to do this. I want to play. If you guys are, this is now the time. If you have not switched over to check out the YouTube, I'm gonna play a video really quick. This is the trailer, and we will be back in 42 seconds. Oh, that looks funny.
I was gonna say that was we're working out just from the music. We're working out the bugs clip.
That was the bug. That was cool. I liked how at the end you got the little glitch and the static effect, and then it gave you that blue screen that you got on the Windows. Where if you ever see that, you're in trouble. Oh man, that was funny. That was cool. So that's a trailer into what to expect.
Yes, and hopefully sometime later this month, if everything goes to plan, we'll be at the beta testing stage. So something for the community to look forward to.
And that beta testing will largely be done by people who are within the gaming DAO.
Okay. Well, it sounds like we should probably get Ardo and some of those guys queued in with the gaming DAO, huh?
Oh, for sure. I was going to ask Kato if there was a way that maybe the Yellow Dandies could get like a music station on Discord, because Seven and I are musicians and we'd like to get the musicians together.
Sorry, what were you after, Turbo? I missed that.
We were wondering if we would be able to get like a Yellow Dandy chat in the Discord for the musicians, because both Seven and I are musicians.
Yeah, for sure.
Dude, I'm gassing it. Yellow, you know how specific that is within the ecosystem, though? It's going to be you two chilling in your own station. Because both Yellow and the glasses, that's
No, you don't have to have the glasses. You got to be a Yellow Dandy. No, you don't, or you could be in the Dragon Gang. You
okay,
dragon
you're talking
glasses,
any
or
yellow
you could be
fur?
Yellow.
Okay.
Oh, okay. I thought you were being super like exclusive with this thing. I was like, man, there's like
yeah, I was
three of
like,
them.
dude. So there's like me and you, we're in this channel together because we're musicians. Let's go.
The value on those would be extremely valuable if there's only 3. Maybe not today, all right, but one day, real soon for sure.
I like that. Oh man, that's funny. So man, this has been great. I've been having a fantastic time chatting with you guys. Beasky, Kato, appreciate all the information. Appreciate you guys hanging out with us. We should definitely do this again, and definitely get some community members, get everybody more involved, and have a big discussion. I think probably maybe when the game comes out or when it's in beta, maybe we do this again and we start getting more people's eyes and I guess, do you put fingers on a game? Is that how that works?
I have no idea how it's going to actually work, but I'm assuming it's hands on the game. I also kind of want to push for some VTubing to get developed within the community, because I think especially for you guys broadcasting, it might be cool if you could broadcast through your ape.
Dude, that to me is something that, I'm exploring all different routes. I may have a lead on someone that wants to make an AR filter for my mutant, which I think is really great. And then I want to find another source, because I actually saw somebody doing a video on this the other day where it was like a side-by-side of him with, like just his actual face doing the one thing, and then on, the side-by-side clip was basically that AR filter with whatever the PFP NFT was. And if I can just find somebody that I could say, hey, these are all the NFTs that I need to make an AR filter for, that would be so cool, because I literally would do 100 different shows with, and I mean, whatever, all my different, PFPs that I love. I literally would do, news shows, updates. Let's do community, engagement stuff. Like, it would be so much fun to be able to change your personality, because like I got this board, right?
So I could all of a sudden be like, yo, I'm this guy today.
Or this is me because maybe I've got devil horns on my PFP.
Or maybe I'm a robot man.
Metachains.
Metachains.
But the
Metachains is back.
mutant is going to be nearly impossible, dude. The details on that thing are going to be such a programming nightmare.
So they got it. It's there. It's some of the most insane detail. And
yeah,
so I was told I've got a few weeks to wait, but from what I've seen, it's pretty rad.
It's good. I mean, the people I've seen doing VTubing, I think it's great, because I think a lot of people, they want that avatar to really represent them, and if you can make that happen on a holistic level, it's gonna be fire.
Yeah, absolutely. And honestly, as someone, and man, like I love that, because that's exactly how I see it. Like, I don't appreciate, and I understand the importance of the mint, but I am not the biggest fan of minting an NFT, because I am so particular about the look of what I want. You know what I mean? So I participate in the mints, but I mint multiple usually, so that I can, make some sells, make some trades, whatever it is, to get myself into, the actual PFP that resonates with me. That's, I don't just get in it to get in it. Like, I literally pick very specific traits. I pick very specific looks that resonate with me, because that's my strategy also for navigating the bear market, is that you put all your crypto into NFTs and PFPs. Now you get joy out of looking at them, versus, man, I had that much money and I don't have that anymore. Now you can just be like, look at all these dope ass pictures I got. I'm in these communities. I can network. I can build my brand. I can build, professionally. I can, grow as a person, because now I'm communicating with so many people in different ecosystems with different mindsets. It's definitely just it's a strategy that I employed that I'll tell you what, man, it is absolutely working because this bear market does not affect me one bit. Like I feel like I've grown exponentially in this bear market versus others because I've had a different strategy.
And that Tiffany blue background is one of the ones, dude. I always look for that. It's such a beautiful thing.
Mm-hmm. It's a special color, that's for sure. Ooh, that there is one with the it's not a gold pipe. It's that one with the yellow jacket. I bet that one is going to look cool in 3D, huh? You guys are killing
You know what
me.
I was thinking, man? Look, Jay, I'm telling you, man, I'm loving this community, man. Like this is like super dope vibe, man. Really just awesome people. You know, I hope all these guys join us in the Breakfast Club for sure. And I was thinking, man, like, you know, we get the music studio set up and stuff, you know, and as we go, you know, we work with these different projects and things, you know, we drop in, we do our, you know, we get all the musicians together from each community. You know, we're gonna have the recording studio and the radio station and stuff. So that'd just be such a freaking awesome connection, you know, hypothetically.
Yeah, and we got some DJs in the community too, and I would love to see some people in the temple spinning, you know, for the crowd, because there's likely going to be a stage type atmosphere at one point or another where you can have certain group of people up on stage and then other people in the crowd listening. And I'd love to see people DJing from behind their apes.
That is so cool. That is going to be so that to me is like one of the most exciting thing when I think of, you know, the metaverse or that, you know, where we're going with all of that, the opportunities to link up with people and vibe in a space like that where you can have a DJ. Like Turbo and I went to a party down in Miami, and it was so crazy. It was so cool. We went through, it was like a speakeasy, but you had to go through a weed shop to get into this venue. And then when you got into it, literally it was like laser lights, fog machines, DJs, bars, like all this stuff. And I was just like, Turbo, like if this was the metaverse, this is where I want to live. Like, this is like so cool to be able to pop in here, and whether you're at home, you throw on your AR or your VR set, whatever, you just log in and now you're here in this room hanging out with people, vibing, chilling, having a good time. Come on, man. Like the potential that we're going to be able to experience is so rad.
Well, you know, like, man, that's the thing, you know, I've had the opportunity to work really closely with Over the Reality, and bro, they are right there. Like they're at the brink to where you're going to be able to put on a suit, be in your house, somebody be in a suit somewhere else, and then drop them into your house, and then you'll drop into their house, and you'll be able to have that full, like you'll see them through the augmented reality glasses as standing there as their person, talking, moving, dancing, whatever. Bro, this is insane where we're going.
Get your haptic suits. Get those. So we got someone just popped up. cstacks.eth. GM fam, how are you?
What up, J Chains, Turbo? How y'all doing, man?
What up, family?
What up, Kato? I'm just chilling, man.
Peace.
I think I met you in Turbo in Miami, didn't I? At the Nessie event. Yeah.
You already know?
Yeah, that's right. Chilling, man. Just popped in a little late, man, just to check out the fan and shit. This is day one. Genesis holder as well, so proud to be a JBAS family. I'm glad we're moving forward and we're building, bro. I'm excited to see what's to come. I know everybody has a bunch of amazing ideas that we can share to grow this project and take it to the next level, so I'm excited. And that's a long process because we're building something that a lot of people don't, you know, that don't know how to build, or they're trying to build and shit or ain't doing it right, you know. A lot of people trying to build metaverse, but they ain't getting it done like we are, so I'm starting to notice that we're definitely going to be one out there that's going to make a difference. So I'm excited to see what's up, man. I'm excited to see the change, and we got some good leaders as well backing us up. So that's what's up.
I got threaded the other day on Twitter by a dude who's like building. Nobody's really building, and his name was When Moon, When Lambo, and I'm like, come on, brother, get the hell out of here.
Come on, man. I'm glad the When
he was a fighter in that server.
You know, the Fuddy Duddy boys are in full force right now. That's just where we are in the cycle, though. We just got to get into.
How the dude from Doodles put it? Floor your shit and get the fuck out. Pardon my French.
Yeah.
Yo, you know what? Look, hey, I'm gonna tell you this right now. For me, and what I believe, man, it all goes back to what we were talking about the other day, Jay. I know I'm not sure exactly what we are on time. But, you know, we're talking about the whole community and tribes thing, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, this is where I'm at, right? We're all a part of all of these different communities, right? And we have different people that we love to hang out with from over here. We have different people we love to have over here. You know what I'm saying? But what if we just we just took all of those, the thing that we do, and we just put it in each community, right? If you resonate with me here, come kick it, and then maybe I can open the doors over to here, and you find this. And I mean, you know, like when Jay came to me and was telling me about the games and all that stuff, I'm like, yo, bro, this is dope. And then you go look on the freaking OpenSea, and you're like, man, like there's not really that many that are still like in that range, like to where the barrier of entry is, you know, like people can get in, you know, even if you can only get one. Yo, if this community, you're hearing from people who are brand new coming in, you hear from people who've been here since the very beginning, and they're saying we're excited that we're continuing to move forward, right? Like that's what we should be looking for. All these fancy websites and white papers and videos and songs that are being put out by artists, I mean, all that stuff is great, right? Like, yeah, that's a show of money, but that's not a show of action and moving forward. And that's really where this is our time, right? We're building. We are preparing for the bull. If you guys haven't seen what's going on in the traditional financial market, they are giving us the alley-oop right now. You know what I'm saying? And we're about to drive this thing home to why what we do is so important. Such a great time, man. I hope everybody gets in, man. I love the art. I think it's dope, man. I'm really vibing the community and where the thing's gonna go. Jay, I just appreciate you letting me be a part of this, man.
I appreciate you being here. I appreciate everybody being here. B-Skeet, Kato, you know, thanks for helping set this thing up. You know, the more that we can network and grow together, I think is going to only help the ecosystem as a whole, but, you know, clearly the community. So anybody that's up here on stage, give you guys a chance to give us some maybe some parting words, final thoughts, and then we'll take us on out.
Well, one of our founders, the SMP, is not able to be with us today. It would be great if he could, but one of his saying was, if you don't get yourself a JBAS, you're a bitch. So I'll leave you with that one. Not a bastard, as Biscuit was saying. But Turbo, J Chains, thanks very much for today. Much appreciated. Really enjoyed it, and we hope to join you again.
Absolutely, man. This was fun. We actually got a hand coming up from Real Mad Max. What's happening, Real Mad Max?
Oh, I was just gonna give you an outro if you wanted it, but the space gotta be completely done because once I start going, I can't stop spinning.
Oh hell yeah!
He's a flow master. He be freestyling while he talks.
All right, cool. Well, then, hey guys, I appreciate you all for being here. If it was your first time hanging out with me and Turbo, make sure that you do tap in on Monday through Friday for Web3 Breakfast. Remember, it's a community session by the community for the community. So tap into that. We do a lot of other programming throughout the days. So make sure you hit the bell and stay up to date on what we're doing. And remember, as we get through this weekend, you know, talk to somebody maybe you hadn't talked to in a while. Get outside. You know, when we sit behind these computers, I don't know about you guys, but my phone likes to remind me that you know, I average about 15 to 16 hours of screen time a day, which my wife thinks is insane. And a lot of people in my life think that's crazy, but this is Web3, right? So with that being said, remember when you get those opportunities to get away from the screen, touch some grass, whether it's cannabis or the stuff that grows on the ground, or, you know, smell some fresh air, just get outside. And again, remember, tell somebody that you love them, hang out with a friend in real life and here on the interwebs. And Real Mad Max, I'm excited for you to take us on out.
Stay liquid, my friend.
And buy JBAS or you're a bitch.
Touch grass, touch ass.
Oh, before you gave that little bitch stitch at the very end, you ended with a real fact, and you even said real. And so I'm a real Mad Max, and I'm getting a bad reputation, as a matter of fact, for over speaking spaces, but that's not the situation I'm trying to be in. I'm just trying to rep these places because if they want a hype man, I can't understand these Web3 weekend vibes. Like I can't speak Japanese, even though I don't know how to speak it because I'm weak in the knees. So if you want me to keep speaking, then please invite me up onto the stage anytime, and I'll write you a pretty rhyme about what you were just saying, because I know you're not just playing, just change, just saying. We're just about to change the game, if you know what I'm saying. We see stacks like a Turbo Man can be Skeet Kato about it, like I don't eat keto about it, like I don't know that I don't need those carbs, though I drink them in a can, because that's where I keep them, man, because that beer here can't understand that I got no fear here. And that's not to speak queer, no homo, it's just a homophone because it sounds the same, and we don't stand alone, we just sound the same. I hope that's a good outro and I'm not just playing, because I could keep going, and that's what I keep saying. So this is a fun space, Weekend Vibes for real. I'm going to retweet it just for the fucking anybody that might be able to see it. And that's an outro for you.
Man, hell yeah, I appreciate that. That was dope. Thank you. All right, y'all. Well, I'm gonna hit our hit the song on one last play us out of here. Y'all have a great rest of your weekend. Definitely, Cato, B-Skeet, let's do this again. You guys are awesome. The community is awesome. Appreciate y'all. Have a great weekend.
Thanks, Jason. Appreciate it. Good enough. Bye.
Definitely fake. We'll see you in the Discord. Let's go.
Let's go. I'm air drumming, just so you know.
On the guitar, baby.
Come on, bitches.
Buy a JBAS or you're a bitch.
Let's go. Get in the Discord. Get us in there. Let's go.
Generated from 180 traits, built by the community, built for the community. Living under Hanukkah Mountain, ape strong together, ape strong together, ape strong together, ape strong together, together.
All right, y'all. Have a great weekend. We will see you next time. Remember, Monday, 10 a.m. Come for breakfast. Adios.